Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Greg K6EGG live stream. In just a few minutes, you're going to enjoy some free amateur radio fun here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. Welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. Made it. Did a quick one tonight. And I hit the sting, which I wanted to do at the end of the little crappy music I've been using, that's another thing I need to freshen up, I think. Welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. It is the 2nd of June. And we're supposed to get like 100 degrees here in Southern California this week. I thought I already pinned that.
Hey, Greg.
Maybe I didn't. Yes?
When you were in the ATAS antenna.
Not tonight. Well,
Really?
if I do,
Sure?
so if I do order it, I'll order it and do a will call to Ham Radio Outlet because I could pick it up like when I'm in Anaheim. Maybe Friday. Maybe Thursday stream, and I'll go and pick it up on Friday. The other thing is I need to get somebody that knows how to do locally, that knows how to do maybe Dana.
Who?
N7 UFT, friend of the
I
channels. I almost killed the poor fella in my backyard.
Just to make sure you haven't killed him yet, right?
I have not killed him yet. I'm gonna actually text him right now and let him know I'm on. Maybe he knows. I need somebody to help me out and make or put some Anderson power poles on because I don't want to pay whatever for the Anderson power pole connectors and crimpers and the whole 9 yards to use it once or twice. I just don't see it. So maybe I'll take them out to lunch or something, or somebody out to lunch. So if you live local, very local, because I don't feel like driving too far, or somewhere close to where
Greg,
I live. Yes.
Isn't there a guy that lives in Cerritos that may be able to help you?
He's not close. That's not close. In California terms, it's not close.
Well, New York terms to New York to California terms, it's close.
Well, you're in New York and I'm in California, and he's in California.
But he's a lot closer to you than I am.
Yeah, so
just saying.
Good thing I'm not picking my nose. It's getting dry here. Getting dry.
Let's see. Cerritos to Chino.
Your order is
30 miles.
Awaiting your payment. Oh. I need to order something real quick.
An ATAS antenna?
No.
Sure about that?
I'm positive.
I call.
Be automatically canceled. Hold on. I'll have to look.
So, Greg, what radio are you playing tonight?
I'm going to be on HF, but I just got this email that I need to double check here. Give me a quick second because that will affect me greatly if this thing did not get ordered. 1 second. I'm very sorry. I'm going to be on HF. Yes. Pay probably 20 meters, but I'm going to jump on, pardon me, 40. The other thing is I ground lifted my 7610.
Not your 9700, or is that last night?
Well, I should say I ground lifted the main trading company. It was yesterday. Okay, so I ground lifted I bought the ground lift. What do they call it for USB? That like took like a month to get there. Here,
Huh.
I don't know why. Anyways, I ground lifted it, and I noticed that these lines right here are a little bit more uniformed, if that makes sense. The other thing is, right before I came on, I was working at FT8 while I was talking to you folks.
Thanks for telling us.
Land Islands, Illusion Islands, maybe?
Illusion Islands?
No,
okay.
that's not Illusion Islands. That's
no,
Land Islands.
Is that Norway?
Ooh, what was that?
I don't know.
Is that somebody's stomach?
Nope.
I don't know. Sweden? Finland? Never heard of that. That'd be a nice DXCC. I'm sure Hamstick Eric would love
a land islands. Yeah, it's
a land islands.
Finland.
I like Finland stuff. I like Finnish. Finnish. That's what we were talking about the other night. Dry saunas. Oh, yeah, look! Of course, we talk about him, and his ears are burning. You need that one? Well, he's on 15 meters right now, or he was. Not anymore. I'll try calling for him and see if he calls back. I'll wait a couple minutes because usually 15's dead by now. But since we're in the unofficial summer, we're still technically spring for another 3 weeks. Will you be mad if I get him and you don't?
Well, I don't care.
I'm talking to Mr. Hamstick there. I'm going to turn on my AC because it's getting warm in here. I had a little scare with my iPhone earlier today.
What? Your bookmarks come back to haunt you?
No. So my right before my phone shut off for some reason, my battery levels started dropping pretty fast. Like it went from like 95% to like 60 something percent. We can do some DStar tonight. What's up, Mike?
Wait. More importantly, Ryan, are we doing DStar in the showers or just regular DStar?
We can do some DStar. Yes. See, it's not like an or. That's not an or question. That's a yes. And I got to fix this. Sorry, oh well, I'll work on it later. Anyways, so then I looked down at my phone like 5 minutes later. I'm still here. And I'm going to get to 30 Charlie by the way, folks. No, this is jacked up. Things are getting cut off. I need to zoom out maybe.
Again, can we have one show?
No.
Greg, where you don't touch anything?
No, I had to get to the back to ground it. And I got to get to the back tomorrow. I'm going to do it Tuesday. I'll have to zoom out here. Let me zoom out. Just be patient, my friend. I know New Yorkers aren't patient. So then I looked down on my phone. For those of you folks that have Apple, the little Apple symbol showed up and kept on showing up and kept on showing up and kept on showing up. So to make a long story short, I was like, that phone's probably not working. And one of my coworkers was nice enough to, I think he did a soft reset, which I thought I tried to do. And anyways, I wasn't successful, but he was. And now my phone's fine. And I'm back up to 97% without plugging it in. And it's not hot.
Huh.
I'm trying to turn on my reflector 30 Charlie. IRCDDB remote. Uh-oh. Let's see if this works.
Link to
it does work.
F030
Charlie.
You know when you do that, Greg, it makes me want to do it.
Doesn't make you a bad person. Other things do.
Okay. What, like sending you bagels as promised?
No, farting on the air does.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna have eggs for breakfast tomorrow. Just because you mentioned that. So Ryan's heading to the shower. I'm gonna key up and make sure this works. 1, 2. And I think I was actually. Ooh, I got buzzing now. That ain't good. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Flashback Sunday night. What's going on down there? K6EGG and then NJS, near but not in Chicago.
I was waiting for that. I just noticed that I got a lot of I got some buzzing going on with my signal right now. I don't know if you hear that at all. I don't know if that's on my input. It doesn't sound like it's like on my input. And then now it goes away as I continue to talk. So I got something loose back there.
Well, I will say that your audio is not as clear. Seems like something might be loose. A little minor chop in the audio and maybe a little bit of loss in signal. Maybe it's time to reboot. When all else fails, reboot.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I don't hear the buzzing now. I did make a bunch of audio changes, so that might be part of it. So I'm gonna do a quick see if there's. Oop, now the buzzing's there. When this is rebooting, I'm gonna try to resetting my audio connector there in the back. So I'll be right back. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Gonna do a quick update and restart. I don't know what's going on with that buzzing, but I don't like it. It's going to suck trying to get behind there. So when this is happening, I'm going to get my flashlight so I can see. I'm going to go behind the audio board here.
Wrong answers only. Where's Greg gone?
All right.
How are the milk and cookies, Greg?
How are the what?
Milk and cookies.
I didn't have any.
I asked everyone where the hell you went, and that's what was suggested.
Hold on a second here. No buzzing. Figures this is going to be the last day I'm going to be using the connector in the background. I also think it sounds a little cleaner now, too. What do you want, Kat? Did you guys just hear Milo? Milo? What's up, Milo?
I heard that in my head.
Milo? You guys hear him?
Yeah. Yep.
Milo. Dude, you got bad breath, bro. It's like, yeah, I know. I'm a cat. So this is rebooting. So
You don't have a thing of Altoids for him?
cat Altoids.
Yeah.
He likes to eat anything. What are you doing back there? You're probably messing up my cables. You're a big cat. You know that? Your mama feeds you. Oh, I don't like that sound. Not when I got bad stuff going on.
Fault?
What?
Was that Milo? Was that Milo's fault?
I don't know. It's probably my fault because I moved around the radio yesterday. But those connectors are not. I don't know. I think I screwed the one up that Sean made for me. That's why I ordered the VE2. I can look that up online here. VE2DX connector, which you weren't on last night. Let's see if this works.
Link to RES030 Charlie.
I don't want to take over anybody here. N9NJS.
Yep. Lee, near, but not in Chicago.
N9NJS. This is Greg, K6EGG. Did a reboot and actually did an update, then a reboot, and replugged in some connectors.
Well, I would say it's better, but it still seems like, listen, I haven't talked to you for a while, but it still seems like there's something goofy somewhere in that system. Something doesn't seem like it's making good connection yet. I don't think it's necessarily your internet. I think it could be something to do with the audio. Would be my best guess.
I did just turn down the audio gain a little bit there, so maybe that'd be a little bit better. I did have it cranked because I'm using the same output that's feeding my Icom 7610. And I had set for that because I wanted to be as loud as possible. And obviously with digital, I don't want to be. So this, hopefully it'll be a little bit better.
Well, it might be good for you to get some more opinions. It could be, something I'm hearing on my end that others are not. Because, it could just be network issues on my end. So I would suggest to get some more of your listening audience out there to throw in their opinions. That's what I would do. So I'll let you do that. Good to hear you again, bud. Haven't heard you in months. K6EGG, N9NJS, near but not in Chicago.
Thank you there, Lee. I appreciate you. And good to hear you. Yeah, it's been a little bit. I do hear some, I don't know, some hiss. I don't know if that's getting across on the radio. I should probably get my ID52 and kind of do a listen. But anybody else on the reflector? Do a quick audio check, see how I'm getting into the reflector 30 Charlie here on my Icom 9700. This is Greg, K6EGG.
And
in the shower. Loud and clear on my ID52, partner. Ain't no problem. K5TAR, keeping it clean one ham at a time.
I heard Ken in there, stand by. Ryan, showers on the air. I can hear the rain in the background, or the water dropping in the background. This is our, I believe, our third contact there for showers on the air. So I'll definitely put it in the log tonight.
Absolutely, partner. You coming in loud and clear in the shower on the ID52. Waterproof radio, keeping hands clean one shower at a time. Showers on the air, K5TAR.
All right, I did a little messing with my audio again. I know it pisses people off, but I was hearing some background noise, like some hiss, some preamp noise, so I turned it down. But good, always good to make contact with you there, Ryan.
Rub-a-dub-dub and 73.
Yeah, fine. I'll be standing by, just monitoring in the shower, keeping it clean. Y'all take it over. K5TR, stand by.
Scrub a dub dub and
73.
K0 Q&A on reflector 030 Charlie.
Good morning. How you doing today, Don? This is Greg, K6EGG.
K6EGG, the soulful sounds of the Great Bay Area. This is K0 Q&A, wet and wild and somewhat hermiting in the great state of Minnesota, don't you know? We are having way too much fun watching some linear, moderate to severe weather move through the evening this evening, and got the thunderstorm watches to the west of us, and it looks like we'll have another round coming through the early morning hours around 2 to 4. But hey, I saw you on, and by golly, I had to get in there and say hello here on Reflector 030 Charlie. We haven't connected in over a month or better, so I didn't want to be rude and just think I dropped off the map. So I've been trying to follow along if it was only a Memorex moment. So hopefully we got back in here and do the live stream and say hi to you and the cast of thousands, and hope everybody's doing well. You'll have to give us an update. How's it going with the infed, and are you having any fun with all the after effects of the solar spots that have seemed to impacted 20 and 40 and all the lower bands would be the 80 meters and what have you. But good to hear your voice, my friend. Don't be a stranger, Greg. K6EGG, K0 Q&A, back to you.
Well, I tell you what, it's good to have the band back. I'm loving the infed. I finally grounded at least my last piece of radio gear as far as that I can ground. I did not have my infed grounded. I did not have my Icom 76 grounded. Sorry, Icom 7610 grounded. I did not have my antenna tuner grounded, neither power supplies or my 9700 grounded, which is all grounded. I didn't ground the antenna for my UHF VHF, my X50A antenna from Diamond. Just can't get up there. But I did notice some improvements on a noise level for sure. And I also, when my tuner is working on HF, I don't hear it sit there and attempt for a long time. It just clicks right over, and no issues on that end. As far as all that, the solar flares was happening all at the same time, so it actually gave me a little bit of time to get all that stuff dialed in. I think it's okay. It's glad to have the band back, that's for sure.
Roger on that one. I was going to tell you for highlight reel, I used my infed with my local radio club in Hutchinson, Minnesota. A couple weekends ago, we were doing a picnic event station using my the Yaesu FT8 and the infed Chameleon there, the MCOM 2, which is that 64-foot wire. And we worked the Olympic Special Event Station for France for the Summer Olympics over on 20 meters. So I thought that was doing pretty doggone good for an infed at about 50, 65 watts. So to be heard and be given a 5.7 signal report from France and Paris is awesome. So anyway, we won't hold it. I know you got other people who'd like to say hi here. So thanks for coming back to me, old friend. Good to hear you. And we'll keep listening along on the YouTube channel. 73 is from Minnesota, your farm country. KC0 Q&A, your underwater connection in the Gopher State. 73.
73, Don. Good to hear you out here. And I'm also kind of dealing with some audio issues on my end. My listen side seems to be breaking up. I think I got a loose connector back there. I'm probably going to be replacing it very soon. So it's kind of breaking up on my end. I'm hearing some static even right now when I'm talking. So I might want to look at it right now. So I might take a standby. I see Ken in there too, but I'm going to work on this for just a second. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. I'm going to be monitoring here for a few minutes as soon as I get my radio plugged back in.
You did drop out a few times, Greg, just to let you know, the exchange before. 73s.
That's weird. I don't see any dropouts on my end.
WU1Q. New Maloney's Lake, Calaveras County, California.
I need to figure out what's going on here. So first thing I need to do is set the audio outputs.
The Whiskey Echo 1.
All right. So where is the audio settings to send it to one speaker out? Separate. This will tell me if this is the connector or not. So let me see. I can make sure. I want to look at a picture back of the 9700. Images. It's not a good one. All right. This is what I'm doing here. So I'm going to try to move. I have the connector right here, right now, and I'm going to move it to here. See if it's the output.
He does a lot of pod activations. Just curious, he's live on he's on YouTube on air as well for a bit. Just out of curiosity, going out on a limb here, Don. And by the way, Don, I'm here at a new Maloney's Lake in Calaveras County in Northern California. Don, back to you, buddy. What say you?
Roger. Well, thank you for the kind comeback, and I appreciate that. I'm actually doing like you, watching him on the big screen here on the 32-inch monitor in the shack as we got some stormage coming through the Midwest up here in Minnesota this evening. So I'm going into a dummy look just to keep things nice and safe with my DStar and my 9700. I'm a big photo activator over here in West Central Minnesota.
Why?
But I believe he used to key his hotspot apart with his 7610 or so.
I'm not taking anything
I'll be
apart.
back in there to say hello.
I need to find the
and
other
answer those
connector here.
questions for you. Since I'm not there local in California, I cannot answer them.
Give me a moment.
For him, I should say. But again,
Are they
Greg's
talking
very
about me, I'm
good
guessing?
responding to everyone that checks in to say hello. So I'll bow out. Good to hear you. And the same with the Missouri station. And we'll listen along, and hopefully K6EGG will come back on when he's done climbing out from underneath his ham shack desk there. So just give him a couple moments. I'm sure he will be back to you. K02.
Yeah, Don, I'll keep it short just in case he's fixing things up and dithering that and diddling the open spot and able to get back on air. All right, hey, good to hear from you, Don. And my name's Mitch. And again, I'm out here in the Gold Country, Northern California. I'll take short stood by and listen up.
Sorry, boys.
WU1Q listening out.
I figure I'd do this in real time, give you something to watch.
73 is my friend. Thanks for chatting. K602 on the side listening as well.
You guys are texting me. I'm not looking at it.
Whose fault is that, Greg? Hmm?
So my connector slipped in the back. Going back here.
How long do you think it'll take Greg to fix his problem?
I have no idea. Sam, I have no idea what Greg's doing.
He's got a loose connector. Makes a buzz.
Audio check.
He's not talking about in his head, is he?
Just want to see if I'm making it. I'm second floor of my house.
We all know about that one. Ah.
Making it all the way to my shower. Find the K5CAR.
Don't drop the soap.
Sorry, I was behind the radio. Let me try something.
Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely sounds cleaner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, 2.
Roger that. Appreciate it. Just try and handheld out, away from the check. Anyways, Kilo Lima 5, Golf Romeo monitoring.
Boy. So yesterday when I was behind my radio, I think I messed up a cable, but I had a backup cable in place. So. Why are you so low now?
Huh?
There you go.
What? What are you talking about, Greg?
What's up, Don? Good morning to you. Okay, so I had a bad cable in the back. I was able to repair it, or always have backups. And I bought a cheap Amazon $5 1/8 XLR, and you could hear that it was shorting out. It was, and when I got loud,
There's your mistake, Greg.
I'll be the first to admit it. I have no problem with that. You know me. I'll admit my mistakes.
Do you?
I just did. I bought a cheap one. Your reflector is buffer ready. What?
Buffer needy.
Don says it's
Buffer
time
need?
for you to go to Guitar Center again, Greg. Oh.
I think, didn't it go to business? Something went out of...
Do a quick little audio check here on the Reflector 30 Charlie. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Are you thinking of Sam Ash here in New York?
K6EGG, sounding real good on 30 Charlie. KD8 NVS Columbus.
KD8 NVS out there in Columbus. Sounding good. Yeah, I had a bad cable in the back of my radio there, and it was bugging me. And whenever I got loud or I moved my desk, I heard it crackle. So I had to change it out. So I appreciate the radio check. I don't know if it shouldn't have been affecting my input audio to the radio in theory, but there's something else loose back there. So you know how that goes sometimes.
I certainly do. Yeah, you got to track it down, and you're just fine across the reflector here, and sounding good in Columbus. Are you still live on YouTube? I just seen your message scroll across.
I am physically live right now on YouTube. I don't know if you're by a computer, but if you go to my QRZ page, I have a link on there, or you could just type my call letters into the YouTube search engine. Just doing it for fun. And actually, you could hear me struggling in the back of my radio, just if you roll it back a couple minutes trying to fix the cable. Just kind of like a live view inside the shack. You can see my dashboard, radio, my ugly mug, and some guys in the chat there that are giving me a hard time, of course, as always.
Very cool. I'm gonna try to get connected here. I just searched for you. I just searched the call. I believe I found it. And hope they're giving you a hard time. Nothing wrong with that. That's all right. All right. Well, sounding good here in Columbus. Just heard you come in. Figured we'd jump in here with you. KD8 NVS.
Copy that. I'm still slowly making some audio adjustments. I turned myself down a little bit on the input of the radio. I'll probably have to do some more work on it in the up and coming days. I'm getting a new ACC connector that is in the back of the radio. So I'll be basically taking a mixer out, plugging directly into the radio with a nice connector that I didn't rip out by mistake and probably ripped the solder joints inside, which somebody was nice enough to make and send it to me.
Sean.
Well, very excellent. Yeah, I just found the live stream here and got connected. I'm even seeing my coordinates on your. I see the wave. Yeah, cool. We're in here. Very cool.
Oh yeah, look now. In about 3 seconds, you're going to see yourself. So that's a nice looking model airplane you got there for your profile picture. I always wanted to get into that hobby, but people say that the ham radio hobby is expensive. I think that's a pretty expensive hobby too.
Yeah, it certainly is, but it's a lot of fun. I can tell you, it definitely relates to this hobby because you can't just when it comes to planes are kind of like radios in essence. You can't just have one. I mean, you gotta have jets. You gotta have the traditional. You gotta have that's the carbon cub that you've seen on there. So you gotta have a little bit of everything when it comes to planes, kind of like this. So, yep, you're exactly right.
I watch some YouTube pages that have RC jets, and I think one of the guys just made I want to say it was a C-17 or a C-5. Guy over in Europe has his own I don't know, land. He has his own little remote control airport. I'm sure I don't know if you YouTube guy ran across it, but yeah, I like watching that stuff. I would love to do it. I got a RC park actually right down the street. It physically sits exactly where Back to the Future is filmed, where they go back to 1955, and then it was the Lion Estates. It's physically in the same spot. So I've been out there watching some planes, and I'm a big Back to the Future fan. So I like to look at the hills there that the movie that was in the movie there. So I'll send it back over to you there. KD8 NVS. This is Greg, K6EGG in Southern California.
Well, thanks, Greg. K6EGG from KD8 NVS Columbus. Yeah, I enjoy the planes. I don't get out and fly them as much as I operate radio because I can do that here at home. I can't fly the planes here at home. They're too big for flying in the subdivision. Imagine there'd be a lot of people that probably wouldn't necessarily appreciate that a whole lot. But I do belong to a club, and we actually set back within a farmer's field, and we have a area back within the field there that's grass, and we maintain that and fly out there. We've got a shed out there that got solar block panels on the roof, so that if you fly electric, you can take your chargers out there. You can charge the LiPo batteries to fly the planes. I mean, some people can fly with the nitro, but it makes it kind of nice. It's out in the mix of nowhere, and it's a lot of fun. Fun to get out there, fly with the guys. There's actually a pond out there, so sometimes in the mornings, a couple of the guys from the club will go out there. They'll fly on their floats out there on the pond. I haven't done that yet. I don't have any floats for any of my planes. And I don't want to sink one either. A couple of times, I guess, a couple people have had some that went underwater, but they got a fishing pole. And I guess they cast it out there and reel them in that way. But I'm not swimming out for one, and I don't plan on casting the line out there to reel one in either.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin your investment there. That's for sure. I totally understand that. So, all right, man, I'm going to jump over to HF for a little bit, see how that's going before the bands drop out. This is pretty much high time for 20 meters for me. Made a bunch of contacts all over the world, so I would love to see if I can make a couple new ones out there on 20 meter HF. So take care. I'm going to QSY over to, looks like, I don't know if you have a general or an HF radio, over to 14306 and play into HF for a little bit. So take care. Good meeting you there. KD8 NVS. Jump in the chat. Say hello. Love to hear you on there. Take care. This is great. K6EGG.
Oh, Danny, you're flying fake planes too?
All right, Greg, will do. And,
fake real planes?
Nice to make the acquaintance. I'm actually I'm sitting here on 20 meters FT8 as we speak, but rather quiet here in Columbus on 20 here at the moment. Things are kind of winding down for the evening over here, I think. But yeah, we're here. K6EGG from KD8 NVS, Columbus.
That was Alfred there from Australia jumped in there. Those are hobbyists. Don't call it fake. Well, you know what I meant by it. Not a real big plane. Toy planes. All right, so I'm going to go over to HF to see if this works. Yay.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
If I know my audio settings got messed up. You guys saw me mess with my audio when I was talking to him. I'll probably be doing that on Thursday too.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
I wonder if I'm making it into Georgia here. You can? I'm going to take a listen on the Georgia. Jump in from Columbus if you're still watching. 14306. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Anybody on frequency here?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino.
Moving into Colorado.
Human SDR, Dustin, good evening, buddy.
Hey, good evening to you there, Greg. K6EGG, KF0IDT.
Oh, I've just realized that I need to get my logbook going here. But good to hear you. Yeah, you're sounding pretty good. We've had some better connections, but still making the trip. And I'm kind of listening to myself on the SDR over in North Georgia. Sounds like I'm making it in with some static crashes. Maybe they have some bad weather.
Yeah, we got bad weather just to the east of it and just to the south of it. So, yeah, a lot of lightning crashes here on 20 meter tonight for me. So, K6EGG, KF0IDT. We'll catch you here in a bit.
Copy that. Thank you for the check there. And definitely put you in the logbook tonight. And by the way, I don't know if you're a baseball fan, but I worked a Rockies broadcast today back to Colorado.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, no, I don't follow the Rockies for a very good reason, I guess.
I totally understand there, pal.
All right, there's somebody calling you there, Greg. K6EGG, KF0IDT.
You want to pay for it? I don't think I'm going to do power in this setup here.
This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf.
No, don't do that, man. I had the money. I mean, I don't have the money. But I don't really have the setup for it. If I get 100,000 subscribers, I'll do it because I know that's not achievable. 50 cents each. No, I am not asking for donations. I got enough. I was talking to the boys before I got on. I got a couple nasty email or Discord messages of all things. And I just want you guys to give me money, which is not true.
Aim and shame.
Yep.
This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Anybody else on frequency, jump in and say hello.
November 7, Rome Whiskey Alpha 7, Foxtrot, Lima, Yankee.
Whiskey Alpha 7, Foxtrot, Lima, X-ray?
Foxtrot, Lima, Yankee. It's Tom, and I'm on the ground tonight.
Oh, hey, Tom. Sorry. You mixed with somebody there at the beginning that threw me off, but I caught most of it. I did get your email. I was going to actually email you back shortly after I actually got done with this. I don't know if you just heard me say I got a couple emails that weren't so nice, or messages, I should say. But good to hear you in here, Tom. You're at the ground in your home QTH up there in Washington tonight?
Oh, yeah, that's correct there, Greg. Camas, Washington, using the Icom 7300 tonight with 100 watts, and I'm using a rain gutter antenna to hit you with tonight.
Rain gutters on the air tonight. I got to say, you got a booming signal down the 5 here in Southern California. No doubt. How am I making up here? You got definitely a 5.9 signal and over to S9 signal. Very loud audio.
Hey, very good, very good. You were a little bit lower earlier. I had you about 5.7, but you've crept up, and you're definitely a 5.9 right now, Greg. So sounding really good up in the northwest. I'm just outside of Portland.
Another pilot there, Denny.
On the Washington side.
And it's funny that I'm talking to you right now. You got that 747 voice that I refer to as, it's like the pilot voice. Denny is in the chat right there. He's the other person I actually made VHF Aeronautical Mobile contact with, and HF. I think it was 20 meters, if I'm correct. So it's good to have you both on here exactly the same time.
Hey, very good, very good. Well, yeah, I'll continue. I saw that you had the YouTube stream going again, so I thought I'd try giving you a call, and didn't sound like the bands were great today, but definitely hear you well right now, so I'll let you continue on. Glad to make another contact, and figured you'd enjoy some of those pictures that I took along the way since we had our contact last night. I'll say 73 there, Greg, K6EGG from WA7FLY. Thanks for the nice work on YouTube and everything. 73.
Tom, first off, I appreciate the kind words. And before you go, I want to say you're living out my childhood dream. I grew up on, hold on a second. I grew up under Ontario Airport's takeoff pattern. And I watched planes take off all day long and all night and heard them all night long. Always wanted to be a pilot. Saw the UPS planes taking off. Air Cal back in the day, 737s. A bunch of air like PSA, Reno Air, all those old airplanes, and I always wanted to be a pilot. Unfortunately, didn't my career didn't go that way, but I was able to take off and travel out of the airport twice a week. So it's kind of funny how that worked out. But I still want to be a pilot. I just don't have the time and the cash and all that together all at once. But I appreciate you sending me those pictures. I would still love to go and to be a pilot at some point, maybe if I win the lotto or something. But seeing those pictures makes me really want to jump in there and learn that stuff. When I did fly, I did enjoy. It almost felt like I was a bird. I was part of the plane. That's something I explained to Denny, which I'm sure you understand that feeling. It was like my fear went away and the joy of it, like when I would ride motorcycles, the freedom of it. So take care, Tom. I appreciate you jumping in there. WA7FLY, K6EGG.
Very good, very good. Yeah, for sure, Greg. Yeah, it's always been a fascination of mine too, and I feel very fortunate that I get to actually do it and have it as what makes my living and everything. So I still thoroughly enjoy it. It's always fun to go up there and push the power levers forward and all that, and the sightseeing's great. You know, it's a lot of fun, and you get to go places, and every day is a little different, so it's really cool. But I did the same thing, was staring out the window as a kid, and the planes were flying by and going by my house up in the Seattle area, and I went to high school right under the flight path for SeaTac on the south side, and so it's always been in the blood. My dad worked for Boeing with the AWACS program and stuff, so all these little influences along the way. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and now it's fun to get to occasionally jump on the radio from the airplane while I'm at work. So mixing ham with the career a little as I'm able is just an extra bonus, little icing on the cake. So anyway, I'll let you go there, Greg, and get some more people. But great getting to chat with you. I'm sure we'll get to chat again, and look forward to the next one. K6EGG from WA7FLY. Have a good night.
Good night. And real quick, since we're talking about a quick story, how some people started. My buddy, I'm not going to say his name, but he used to work for a sports team that I frequently worked at. I remember him telling me he wanted to be a pilot, and he was going to school for it, and he was grinding on 152s, 172s, and I think I want to say King Airs. Anyways, his dream was to fly a charter for a sports team, and I think he achieved that a couple weeks ago. So it was pretty cool hearing that story and how small of a world we live in, and someone met their goals. Some people are destined for success, and some people have to grind at it. So it's good to hear stories like that. So take care.
Yeah, very good, very good. That's awesome. That's a pretty unique scenario, a pretty niche kind of thing to have wanted to have done that and ended up in that same exact spot. It's like myself as a kid. I wanted to be an astronaut, and my folks, you know, I knew they're like looking at me going, you know, I don't know if that's going to happen. They didn't tell me that, but you know, you end up just going your direction and having those influences really good along the way. And I couldn't be happier where I am now. Astronaut, man, that'd be pretty cool, but I'm glad it was kind of what led me along, and always enjoyed aviation. So here I am. I didn't think I could ever be a pilot as a kid. I didn't think it was an option, I guess, and here I am, so very happy. All right, hey, I'll let you go, Greg. Thanks again, WA7FLY. Talk to you later. Cheers.
7-3. N5ZR, you still there?
Oh yeah, I'm still here. Just working on some stuff, trying to get my little toy done for somebody, a little button board for the Icom 7300.
Copy that. You're sounding good. I got to say, not as good as Tom was sounding, but you're still making a trip in. Obviously, you're a lot further in a hell of a lot of different direction.
Oh yeah, definitely a different direction. So here, I'll throw a little bit more power your way. Maybe that'll be better. November 5, Zulu Romeo.
Definitely sounded better there. A huge difference.
It's amazing what a little bit of power will do. I know Denny, KN6K, and he was trying to talk me into it. I don't know, man. I just don't want to do power. I am not set up to this. This space in my house is not set up for that.
And Denny, I don't know if you remember that conversation we talked about that feeling of flying. You feel like the plane. That was pretty an amazing. Like I almost like had chills in my body, feeling that. It was pretty amazing feeling. I would love to have that feeling again. And then the nose dip when I was making a left turn from base to final. So, you know how that goes. Wasn't paying attention. Wasn't looking at my airspeed. All right. See if I can get somebody else out here.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
Hopefully they make a contact if they're tuning. I was gonna look at something. What was I gonna? I said something to Tom there wrong. How was I gonna say it? Oh, this is how. Some people are destined to be, to be good, to succeed, and I think some other people succeed because they're determined to and they have the drive to do it. I guess. I don't know. I didn't say it. I don't think I said it correctly.
So if anybody else is on the band, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ on 14306.
And Denny, you want to try 40? Yeah, I'm going to go to 40. See what's out there at 40. I got lots of noise. What a surprise there, huh? In about 5 minutes, not in the shack.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
Why do you guys seem so shocked? This is
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
I'm looking at a frequency on there. It's missing on my audio.
Audio. Check. Audio. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I know you are, but what am I?
Great. Yeah. I know what you mean. Actual channel ability. Let me take a read on that there.
Greg, that's a pretty serious noise.
What, the guy fucking around or?
No, just your noise level.
It was worse before. It was like plus 30. Yeah, I know what you mean. The natural talent ability versus the drive and something you want to get it done because the drive is pushing you or something. Yep. I was the guy. I was always the latter half there. I didn't have the natural talent.
I was seeing S1 on all bands over the weekend.
S1 what? Noise?
Yeah, it was real good.
Even on 40?
Yep.
Well, you in the middle of an island with that nice ground plane.
Well, the ground plane doesn't reduce the noise, but having
this is frequency
not having solar panels or
Kilo November Echo,
or having a lot of
1 second
local noise.
we're holding this for the YL net.
Okay. Yeah, I heard myself on your stream, so breaking the noise. Okay, standing clear. KN6KNE.
Just kidding, man. What's up, dude? What's up, man? How you doing? KN6KNE?
Oh, hey. What's going on?
That was me.
So let me turn the volume down. I had 2 Gregs.
That was me with the fake YL net. Was there somebody else on there too?
I thought I heard somebody.
Yeah, I might go to I don't know. I might go to HRO on Friday during a break over at work. I'll be working by your home QTH, and might do a drop ship for a toss there. I don't know. We'll see if I get it this week.
Oh, okay. I'm off that day, and if you go, maybe we'll keep in touch. I'll meet you there. Maybe I'll pick up that Cobra 40 channel CB with sideband.
Yeah, maybe we can meet up on upper 36.
Oh, that'll be fun. But I think those CB channels, they typically talk on lower sideband there, right?
I'm not 100% sure. I thought when I was on 33 was upper sideband, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Hey, somebody really strong near, but you're breaking the noise. Anyways, some QRM. No, I think they're upper. I'm sorry, lower. A friend of mine, her neighbor, talks like 11 meters of, bootleg radio or private, whatever you call it, pirate radio, no license, and they do that, lower sideband.
I don't want to incriminate myself here, but I used to do some pirate radio myself. By the way, you can maybe you can make a contact with Tom there, Aeronautical Mobile.
Where's Tom right now?
He's at home right now. It's the WA7FLY. I made an aeronautical contact with him yesterday, and I brought you up, of course, because I made that contact with you when you're in West Texas, I want to say.
Oh, yeah, I kind of remember nighttime, right? Oh, yeah, I heard him. He was just on your YouTube stream. He's at home.
I think I'm going to find another clearer frequency. Just follow me on the stream.
KN6KNE. Roger, roger.
K6EGG. QSY.
November 9, Quebec, Fox, Kilo, N9QFK, calling CQ40.
Where's that guy
November 9, Quebec, Fox, Kilowatt, N9QFK in Northwest Illinois, calling CQ40 and listening for a call.
Kilo, November 6, India, Quebec, KN6IQ.
Low CQ.
Kilo, November 6, India, Quebec, from KN6IQ.
November 9, Quebec, Fox, Kilo, N9QFK, calling
Arizona.
CQ40. November 9, Quebec, Fox, Kilowatt, calling CQ40 and body for a call.
Kilo 6, Echo, Golf.
Quebec.
Kilo Fox, Fox 6, Julian Alpha X-ray.
6, India, Quebec. If I could get my pen right here. Kilo November 6, India, Quebec, was that it?
This will be my furthest contact on voice on 40 meters.
9, Quebec, Fox, Kilo. Call here as you have it. Kilo November 6, India, Quebec, over.
Okay, thank you for the call. KN6IQ, N9QFK, name here is Dave. I'm about 90 miles straight west of Chicago, near a little town called Harmon, Illinois. How copy?
Yeah, you're S9, peaking a little over S9. We're just running an end-fed wire, 10 through 40 meter end-fed wire, and it's inverted V up about 38 feet.
Danny, I'm gonna try to make this contact there, and then I'm gonna move to another frequency. It looks like the band's coming alive. Look at that.
And the radio here is a IC-7300.
Both those guys do.
So how copy, over?
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, I'm running a similar amount of power here. And, yeah, the band's a little noisy tonight, but other than that, I got a good signal in there. Here's some, about 900 watts out of a single 3500Z, running an FT8 and the antenna here is a band ISO, set at 72 feet. Over.
Oh, yeah, you got the height. That's what makes a difference. What's my signal report?
Oh, geez, I'll give you a better report here. You're probably a little over S9, you gotta be, because my noise level is about S9.
Your noise level is S9? That's terrible. Oh, noise level here is about a 5.5, so I guess it's much improved, but must be the summer band conditions create more noise, so but not too bad over here. I copy you Q5. I just thought I'd answer your CQ because you did have such a great signal, but your wire is up quite a bit higher than mine, and that makes a difference. Over.
Well, anyway, it works both ways.
It's really strong. A guy plays music on 9455. Really? What's that? 30 meters? What is that?
Okay, name here is Larry, Lima Alpha Radio.
I think I've made a contact with Larry before.
The QTH, we're in the southwest corner of San Diego, about 6 miles from the border, about a mile from the ocean, in a city called Chula Vista, California here, suburb of San Diego County. And yeah, it coming out with a great signal. What radio and amplifier do you? I have an Icom 1010. I don't have 220 volts here, so this is about the best we can do power-wise. But the radio's an IC-7300. Sure get my mileage out of this thing. I tell you, I've had it for about 5 years. I love it. Over.
Oh, Chilawalla.
Roger. Okay, Larry. And Chula Vista, I believe I've been.
Sounds like we got an Alpha Hotel out there.
My dad used to go down to the Baja.
You got that good of a signal. When do you get your license?
He passed away now, but anyway, yeah, I crossed Tijuana there, and yep, I guess you guys got really nice weather there year round, and the real estate prices probably go with it too.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that I've been here for like 2 generations already, it would be unreasonable. But everything's paid for, and all we have to do is pay a never-rising increase in taxes,
awesome,
and fuel, and whatever else they're going to stick us with. But they can't hurt us anymore on mortgage costs. So there you go. Yeah, the weather here, I think it hit 70 degrees, and that's about it. I'm right by
it's supposed to be like 100 this week.
We have a marine layer that sticks around till sometimes around noon.
This guy has a good sounding station.
Shortly, near sunset, it starts coming back again. So it's always cool here till the latter part of September, October, and then we get the real summer coming in when everybody's cooling off. Over.
October is Southern California's hottest month, by the way.
Yeah, Roger. Yep. Well, that looks like
and January.
There anyway, especially weather-wise. And
Denny could attest to that.
Southern California too. It's like some of those.
I know January sounds weird, but we get sometimes over 100 with the Santa Ana winds.
That was some pretty nice country too, and probably a little more affordable than closer to the coast. Anyway, boy, I wish it wasn't so noisy here, Larry. The coffee's far from armchair here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this short here. I'm not sure I'm going to stay on the band too long now.
Well, you have a great signal. Transmit-wise, you have a great signal. That's too bad about the noise on your end, though. 73s hope to run into you again there. Take it easy. Have a good one. And I'm sure that maybe under better conditions we'll communicate longer. N9QFK from KN6IQ. See you later.
Yeah, it's probably not as bad out there where you're at. What's your noise level out there, Larry?
S9.
Oh, it's 5.5. 5.5.
What was that?
S5, 5.5, hovering between 5 and 5.5. Over.
Okay, yeah, my static here is over S9, so pretty tough night here at 40, and so yeah, the stronger the signal, the better, and at any rate, well, maybe we'll have a little better conditions on the receiver here just next time. Thanks for coming back, Larry. 73 KN6IQ N9QFK.
Yeah, okay, Dave. Take it easy. Have a lot of fun over there, and we'll meet up again. KN6IQ clear.
Both of you sound really good here in Arizona. KA9IYP.
KA9IYP, I think it was. Good evening, N9QFK.
Yeah, N9QFK, KA9IYP. Yeah, the name here is Stan, and I'm here on the south side of Phoenix in Chandler, Arizona. Go ahead.
Hi, Stan. South side of Phoenix. I know the Valley of the Sun a little bit. My mom lives in downtown Scottsdale. So, very good.
This noise is making me nauseous.
90 miles straight west of Chicago near a little rural town called Harmon.
That's why I run my attenuator.
What's that?
That's why I run my attenuator.
I don't think I quite got the whole call. I got the kilo.
When the signal goes down, I have to turn it up anyways.
Okay, yeah, you had it correct. Kilo Alpha 9, India, Yankee, Papa, KA9IYP. So you did get that right. I grew up in Indiana. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. Well, you must, I take it you must come from Nine Lands, do you?
Yes, sir. I grew up just west of Indianapolis in Danville, Indiana. Kind of got my license when I was 12 years old. So,
I think that's like the home of Steak and Shake.
50 years.
For you Midwest folks out there. What's that?
Indianapolis?
Davis, I think where he said. Danny, it rained today, then it's supposed to be like 100 on Thursday. How about that?
Communications is that it wasn't really meant to be a hobby when I stumbled into ham radio, but it's become a great hobby over the years. Definitely had a lot of fun with it. So very good. Yep, you got a good signal here, Stan. I got a lot of noise here in the Midwest. It's probably not as bad out there in Phoenix right now. But anyway,
I hope. I'm tired. I want to see some sun, pal. We've been in the clouds since November. I'm paying money for that that sun. I know you are too.
I got you, yeah. Hear you loud and clear. You're running between S10, S15, so you're doing really, really well. And like I said, I'm just like Larry. My noise level is about an S5, so I don't have too much noise. I do have one of the FTDX-3000s. That's down at my house down in Fort Myers, Florida. But I'm talking to you now on an Icom.
That's some weird phasing. It's like I'm getting a double signal from him almost.
50 watts into an AL1200, so I have to look and see. It looks like we're doing about 900 to 1,000 watts, so, you know, kind of so-so. And I just got a folded dipole. It's just a little 450 ohm, that ladder line dipole that I use that to kind of tune together, put a 4-to-1 balun in the middle and run it.
What's his call sign?
RG8 coax, and it does
K9.
really well. I've used them for probably 30, 40 years.
You hear him in Texas too?
How high up is it,
Pretty much about 25 to 30 feet, because I've got a whole run of trees down in my property, and I kind of run the antenna through the trees because I'm in one of those wonderful...
Is he sounded doubled like that? I just wondered if I'm getting a long wave and a short wave or something weird.
No, the driving to HOA. Yeah, well, I've been very spoiled during my ham career that way. I've been...
No, Greg, you're not getting 40 meters long path and short path.
No.
It's probably just his something with his amp and how he's got it set up.
Got room for all kinds of things here.
That's how 40 sounds at night. It's well, actually, it's not.
5 towers, and it's at 10 feet of mast, and so yeah, this antenna is supported from a fully 72 feet. So, and the other, I've lived a couple other places too. It's like the first place where I was at. Well, actually, I guess I was at my dad's. It was on 100 acres when I first got licensed, and then I moved to.
Did he say he was running an Icom?
And then I ended up on 250 acres.
I don't remember.
And now I got everything squeezed.
He's on the same radio you're running with.
He's on a 7610?
Yeah, N92FK, K9IYP. I totally got you. The whole time I lived in Indiana or Kentucky, I'd never even heard of an
KI9IP, W.
I do have an acre here in
KA9 WIP.
a little bit to work with, and I kind of
What's this
take
called?
my 2-meter antennas and stuff. They're sticking out the top of the palm
Anybody?
trees, and I paint them green, so it kind of looks like part of the tree. So far, nobody's given me any, too much grief about it so far. I do have 130-foot worth of Roan 25G laying out here behind the shed, but I can't do anything with it. So one of these days I may move and I may not. I don't know, but I really like where I'm at. It's just whether you want to fight the communist party over here with the HOA.
It's like he's living in California.
Great hobby, and I seem to do pretty good with what I've got. And like I say, it's just been a wonderful hobby. I got into it, like my dad started in '72, and I learned the Morse code and did all that, and I thought it was kind of fun. And then by the time he hit 1974, I went ahead and
Talk in the box. So he's using some effects then?
YP, go ahead.
YLP? IYP?
You kind of hear you can almost hear when he breathes at the beginning or the end. So he's definitely running some sort of processing.
What do you say? A talk in a box?
Live and work over in that area. Actually, it's like the guy that I worked for.
Yeah, I think something's doubling. Personally, I don't know if that's good or bad.
I think he's using one of these PC Helicon synth pedals or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's supposed to be for vocal stuff.
I'm gonna try to talk to him here. Yeah, he's on a 7610. And his amplifier and he has 9700. Put his phone number in there. Wow, maybe I should just text him. Hey, buddy, what are you using?
Maybe he's using a
Thank you very much.
SSL also.
Maybe, but I doubt it. I mean, nothing's out of the ordinary for that, I guess.
And I used to work there. What is that? Gilbert and the freeway there, Super Section Freeway. Anyway,
So he's in Chandler, so he's outside of Phoenix a little bit.
Yeah, those were kind of those weren't that big of towns back in the '80s.
Some people are reporting hearing Israel and Texas.
Is what?
20. But some people are reporting hearing Israel and Texas on 20 meters.
Wow.
N92FK, K9IYP. Yeah, I live on the very far edge of Chandler. It's southeast of Phoenix and straight south of Scottsdale. But yeah, I live right here by the Indian Reservation at Riggs Road and Gilbert Road, so I'm like I said in the far corner. But if you go straight east from here, you got Queen Creek and Santan. Those have just exploded now. I mean, they're still like.
I bet you he pushes through a pileup with that audio though.
Phoenix and at about a 30-mile circle around the outside of Phoenix area, and they just keep growing.
I don't know, with the way they're chatting, I'm wondering if he's more of a rag chew guy instead of trying to even get through a pileup.
That's kind of neat. It's funny that you said you work for a gun and hunting star and fishing star. I sell Osprey, OSPREY gun scopes. I'm part owner in that company out of Atlanta, Georgia. So I got people from.
I know what that company is.
Sell that stuff for me every weekend.
Osprey.
So that's kind of neat. Kind of got a little bit in common there. But I was a machinist as far as my main trade before I retired.
Company?
No, it's a accessories for Yeah. I think they sell lots to the military.
They make some nice stuff.
I'm sorry, I still didn't catch that. The noise is pretty tough here, Stan.
Stuff I can afford.
I totally understand. I can kick the juice up a little bit here, but I was a
Chase, you ever get your log sorted out?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, machinist. Yep.
You just pull it out of the wsjtx log?
Especially Rockford.
I made 199 contacts.
Nice.
Well, geez, there's K6EGG,
1,500 points around there.
If you score them wrong, like some people are doing on 3830, you can get a lot more points.
A lot of machining, a lot of fabrication, a lot of everything.
Some people are claiming like 60,000 points with 380 QSOs.
Anyway, very good.
Which means their average QSO is 90,000 kilometers, or more than twice around the Earth.
Sporting goods sales there, or whatever.
They're probably calculating a long path.
He was sporting goods dealer.
It's literally twice around the Earth plus some. So even if you calculate long path, you're still like 80,000 or 70,000 kilometers too short.
In Scottsdale,
what did you end up with?
17,500 points.
Down there, yeah, I think was the first year I got out.
I don't know if these guys are ever going to get done.
So I know she's been there.
On the online scoreboard, there's only 2 people ahead of me. But
they might have scored wrong too.
Yeah, one of them I'm reasonably certain.
It's a very good area. That's funny. I graduated in '81 also, so we got
because
a
PSK reporter that they were SO2R.
Yeah, Roger. Anyway, yep.
Antarctica's been reported as well on 40 meters right now.
In Arizona too.
FT8.
My ex went to school in Flagstaff, and we lived around Flagstaff for a while, and tried to make a go of it in Payson. We moved out there when my daughter was young. And
come on, I want to make the contact real quick.
Around Payson before we decided to come back here. And we also spent some
somehow
time
have a QSO with no call sign in it.
And then Sholo area. And I kind of bounced around. I bought a RV is what I did, and we were kind of bouncing around on the National Forest. So we lived in Pumpkin Center for a while. Sholo.
Pumpkin Center.
Anyway, there's a lot of very cool places.
I have a center. I want to name it Pumpkin.
Yeah, David, I agree. I've been all over the country, and so far
We lost
I
Seth.
love it here. My wife loves
Seth
it
is
down in
gone.
Fort Myers the most, but we still have a house in Kentucky also, and we're working on one down in Maui. She's wanting to get a house down there in Hawaii, so I don't know. Like I said, of all the places, you know, to call home, I like it here so far out of every place I've been.
Where's he at?
Chandler, Arizona.
That's good.
There's a lot going for it. And I like the east part of the valley.
All right, so these guys are going to rag too, it sounds like, for a bit.
Lead at night because, damn,
The wideband boys.
What can I say? But, yeah, my understanding is a two-step tango. You got the first bang with the solar flare, and then the solar flare exhibits a coronal mass ejection, and then that's like the buckshot that smacks into the planet a few days later, yeah?
Should.
On the phone at home. Good to talk with you this evening.
I don't see a whole lot of sideband being reported on the plus.
Oh, I had on my list
40 meters.
Yeah, okay, I don't care what kind of snake you are. You just do your thing. Sounds like my response.
This guy sounds like an AM radio station. I want to sound like this.
It's the same sunspots that gave us that mess a couple weeks ago. The sun did an entire rotation, and that same set of
God, that guy sounds so
again.
good.
And now it's wreaking havoc round 2.
I don't even know how you get that kind of low outside.
They're wide.
Spaceweather.com.
It would sound better if I.
About that. You know, wouldn't that be the thing? You know, it's like here we are at the precipice, the pinnacle of excellence in our technology. And, you know, everything to do with modern man. And it's like, you know, the sun's out there and it's the ultimate arbiter. And it says, you know, time for a reset.
No, I'm super.
Let's go
He's
back
3.5
years.
wide right now.
Yeah, let's blast, 1,000 volts
Listen
of
to
DC and all
him.
those
He's
power lines
plus
out there and see what
40.
happens.
And no transformer replacements, nothing. Just
wow.
Just a blast to the past.
Oh my God, these guys sound so good. I dream to have a station to sound like this.
It's possible, right?
I think it's likely at this point. Oh my
They're
gosh.
using flexes,
just
I
the
think.
past month alone has exhibited my faith in such
What's
activities.
In 6 mud. November 6 mud.
Well, you read about that Carnegie event that happened back in 1856?
I did, Craig, indeed. Go again, Jeff.
I said, well, I'll
He's
be sure
running
to stock
Apache
up on
Labs
tinfoil. That way I can change my hat every day.
for his radio.
Oh, you got to wrap it around your body.
Oh, I don't want to be a tater, Jeff.
Oh, he's using an SSL.
Oh, man.
Oh, is he?
I cooked some really good sweet potatoes earlier today on the barbecue.
Right there.
With, some nice double wrap tinfoil. The wife would.
I wanted to get in and talk
it.
to these guys.
I haven't really done a whole lot of grilling out.
He's also running.
I need to close that gap, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I love charcoal.
Yeah, he is.
There are some things that are better.
And his mic's
on
7B.
a gas grill.
Look at this ground he has.
Chicken for me, I like it better.
That's a
on
ground
the,
right there,
gas
folks.
grill. But, man, there ain't nothing like a piece of.
Oh my God. He's got
blend in it.
those are spark plugs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Charcoal takes too much time, man. But yeah, if you got the time to do it, then it's definitely.
Oh my
worth it.
God, dude. I'm getting a boner hearing this stuff.
He's got a badass Land Cruiser too.
What's that?
But he's got a badass Land Cruiser too.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to enjoy these things.
Which one is the N6 Mud?
Attention, this is 2024. No.
Him right here?
Yeah, well, that's a perpetuation of things. But
Should I jump in and say hello? And say I'm jealous of your audio? Comment?
when I go camping, man, that's the time to bring out the charcoal and the slow cooking and stuff. That's why I really get into it when I'm out camping.
So there's nobody down south of us. Are we going to go from the 4 Club to 5 Club?
The wideband boys.
But this, I don't know if I've got a good 5K.
I can't tell which one's which.
Let me look.
Straight up sounds like freaking
I think I'm at 5 now.
AM radio
for you,
broadcast.
It does.
I think it actually sounds like a really good AM broadcast. Oh my God.
I feel like I'm gonna hear like the ESPN music start playing. In
Comment.
A second.
Go.
I just want to say I listen to you guys every once in a while, and I'm an audio engineer, and you guys sound amazing. I see that it looks like N6MUD is using a solid-state Logic preamp. I'm actually using a solid-state Logic board feeding into my 7610, and I'm jealous how incredible you sound.
Oh, well, I have to say something. You said, so I'm like 5.5 beers in now. You said that's a 7610?
I am talking on a 7610, yes.
Oh, you're so damn clean. Oh, my goodness gracious. You make me look like a sloppy mess.
Man. Yeah, you got that thing dialed in there, buddy. I just want to let you know I dream to sound like a station like you. So I just want to jump in and say hello, and I was checking out your QRZ page. K6EGG in Chino.
Well, just so you know, slow down now. That 7610 sounds wicked good. So unfortunately for you, they kind of have a hard limit as to how outbound you can go. Jeff and I and Craig here were at 4 or 5, but you're at 3, but that's a solid chunky 3 you got there. Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I have a 528E Semi-Trex preamp. I got a light compressor on. I'm taking that in the SSL, inserting it into a DBX 266, doing a little more heavier compression, also a gate. I'm also going through an Apex 204 oral exciter.
Entertaining to hear. Wow. I don't think I've ever heard a 7610 sound like that. What do you think, Jeff?
No, I'm kind of envious because remember back in the day when I had my 7610 and even Todd was like, so, Jeff, when are you going to step into 4.0? And I'd hemmed and hawed and whatever. Anyhow, I went from the 7610 to a Flex, and then I came upon the Anon, and I have never looked back.
Yeah, great. I remember talking to you a lot on DStar and the Papa system and that, so I recognize the voice, recognize the call sign, and recognize I think you used to do a bunch of live streaming, so there you go, man. Appreciate all the effort, appreciate all the work you do to bringing new people into the hobby. So, and also that 7610 does sound really good out here in San Diego.
Copy that, appreciate it. I'm actually streaming right now. I was drooling over your guys' audio before I jumped in and said hello, and you can actually see my SSL Big 6 mixer here, which, man, this thing has some really good clean circuitry as far as audio. We use these in the professional business, and it's hard to get these type of mixers because most of the stuff is they use CalRX and stuff like that just don't have the circuitry, the preamps like the Neves used to have. So I appreciate the kind words. I'll let you guys continue your QSO there. One of these days I'll go wide, get another radio, see it can go a little bit wider. But appreciate you guys let me jump in. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
All right, Greg, I'm checking out your live stream, man. Cool photo of the SSL there and your 7610 on the live stream there. And also, you can go wide pretty cheap, right? Check out the Hermes Light 2. Runs Stetus, the exact same software that I'm running here. So there you go. Anyway, thanks for jumping in there. And
what do you say?
Keep up the good work on the stream there in 6MED.
The Hermes Light 2.
Yeah, that's actually the radio that I'm running right now is the little 6-watt QRP Hermes Light radio. And
I think Scott talked about that.
Podcast microphone. So all the audio processing and the magic
hold on.
comes through from Thetis and all the powerful tools and the multiband compression and all that stuff that's built into the software. Anyhow, thanks for stopping by. Welcome anytime. K5BLS, Carson City.
Copy that. 73, boys.
Yeah, K6EGG, is it? You were 30 over that last transmission. It sounds really good. And just on the waterfall, it's so ridiculously clean. I would have confused you as like another SDR user. So bravo on that. If you got some other cool radios to play with that perhaps stretch out a bit, you know where to find us. Over. K6YJ.
Copy that. I appreciate it, man. I've been working on it for a while. I just grounded the antenna and the radios and the tuner and the power supplies, and I actually think it gave a little bit more of an improvement. I noticed that the audio levels on the ALC move a lot quicker. Seems like the compressor is grabbing a little bit tighter. So overall, I think the grounding really helped. And I think it was Craig's grounding system there. That's just amazing. So I appreciate you guys. Hope to talk to you guys again. I'll let you guys continue with your QSO. I'm loving the audio here, though.
Hey, John.
Well, hopefully you've taken the receive filter out to 3.6 so that you're not just hearing us at 3. So I'm not sure if you did that or not. And good evening, John.
Yeah, good evening.
I have.
How's it going? It's been a while. What's going on?
Greg, he called you a chunky 3.
Oh, not too much.
God, those guys sound good though, man. Oh,
I just about died when he said you're a chunky 3.
I don't know what that means. Is that good?
I don't know.
I don't know,
Oh, I
but
think
they
that
like
means,
my audio, so I'm really happy with that.
Yeah,
Maybe your 3 kilohertz is chunky.
I think that's what he meant by the wideness of it. I squeezed as much in as I could. What I did before I do the streams is I kind of played with the audio and I listened to an SDR and I looked at the scope to see what all the frequencies were doing. I tried to get all those up as much as possible, basically through compression and EQ, which a lot of times it's hard just looking at a meter because you'll bring it up on the scope and then you listen to it and it's actually distortion or you're getting peaks, which you don't want because it splatters on the air. I don't know, man. Those guys sounded so good. 3.6 or 3.5, whatever. Was it 3.5 or 3.6 it goes to? 3.6.
You know what the crazy thing about the
Oh my
Hermes
God.
Light is? It's only $260.
I would need an amplifier though. And a tuner. Well, I have a tuner. Yeah, I have a tuner.
Buy one now.
See, before I would get an amplifier, I would get a radio that sounds like that. I think I have all the outboard gear to make that happen. But man, that's what I dream about sounding like. Man, Craig sounds so good, dude. Oh my God. And I'm looking at his setup, and he has the SM7 on there sounding good. Maybe I should try playing with the SM7 a little bit more.
The SM7 has a little bit more lows. They're really good with lows.
It does, but and I've talked to radio engineers about this, and they've scoped it out, and it actually, some of the lows, I forget the frequency, and it says it actually on the chart they have. They distort. So they give you the impression that it's pushing better. So your ears are there's an old saying with people with loud, distorted vehicles thinking they're sounding good, and it's actually the distortion they're hearing and not the loudness, because you can talk over the distortion. Having a louder signal that's not distorted is sounding clearer than the distorted signal, obviously, because there's less level there. So I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've heard, but I've heard that there's like couple little frequencies in there that tend to distort depending on the voice. And I just could not make that thing sound good with my voice. But that right there makes me think that I can probably make that thing sound a little bit better. So I'll have to fiddle around with the SM7 a little bit. But I've gotten pretty decent reports with this microphone. What's up, Prep Paul? Nice to see you in there. I was just talking to the wideband boys on 40 meters. God, I'm so jealous of this setup, man. Look at that ground, man. Paul. What did he do? He grounded the ladder line going out? Is that what he did?
I think it's just lightning arrest.
But it's also a ground too. Because I don't see a ground wire going to...
Because that's kind of the same way that I have mine.
What's up,
done.
Mr. G? Why would he do that to the... I don't know, but whatever he's doing, he's sounding good. He sounds so... Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. Just like you said, he sounded better than an AM broadcast. I think sideband sounds better than AM in some cases, and he sounded amazing. Maybe pulling the noise off the ladder line. It might be. I know when I grounded here, my noise level dropped from, it was like plus like 20, plus 30 almost, and it dropped to right around S9, S10. Is there a thing since called S10?
I really need to grab my antenna.
Craig's gonna make me. And that is a nice vehicle there too. Is that an ATOS he has on there? No.
I found the spec sheet on the 7B. It rolls off at about 50 hertz.
Yeah, it definitely has a lower curve on it, but the output's lower too. I've compared those things back and forth. Oh, you got to watch yesterday's stream. Check about, let me see if I can put a link in there. Actually, let me send you this first. I'll let him watch it. Plus I get the watch time. Let me see if this works. Dang it.
I do wonder if the Hermes light's still on back order.
No problem. You had Frank on there, huh? I was just drooling over the sideband boys. I just never seen spark plugs in there. I wonder if Fred would he think of that? I'm pretty happy he liked my audio though. I've spent a lot of time on it, and you guys know me fiddling around with it all the time. I don't know if I can push any more through this radio the way I have it set up. As far as audio wise, you know what? I should listen to a SDR in San Diego and hear myself. Let's see if I can find something here. SDR.
Russia is on 14.228.
Been there, done that. I don't know if I want to work DX right now. I'm interested to see if I can.
I think it would be hard though to run SDR on Mac. Doesn't look like there's a lot of good software for Mac.
Yeah, that's one of the problems I've heard. Thank you, Joe, for letting me know about that. Parallels, that's not something to.
I use it.
Where are all the SDRs at? Am I not? Oh, map.
It's definitely kind of hit or miss.
Yeah, and I want to run something native Mac. I don't think the Flex stuff is it's not.
They do have Mac.
They do have Mac?
Yeah, they do. I know the Elecraft has Mac too.
Where am I at here? 14.235.
Did you watch my Elecraft K4 video?
I did not.
That thing's pretty sweet.
It's on the lower side, man.
Would it hurt you if I told you that I pushed the K4 to the back of the table and used my Flex?
Kind of.
Well, I didn't want to try to learn a new radio the night before the contest, so.
Kilo 6.
I can't believe you pulled the Flex out of the house.
How am I not making it into San Diego? I know I'm making it to San Diego. What the heck is going on here? Well, that one I'm not making it into. I am I not making it in that SDR? I want to see how I sound like on 40 meters down there. So 7.
Still can't believe that 8,400 is $2,500.
Sorry, software in progress. Great. Maybe they're still doing protesting down at SCSD, UCSD. Ooh. All right, next. Where else would I probably sound good? Bakersfield? Whatever this is here. Stuffer, California. 7235. 725. What am I at?
Greg, were you able to get Glorioso yet?
No.
What's he on?
30 meters FT8 right now.
136?
No, God, no.
Or 131?
129, it looks like. No, the whole world is calling him, so.
Kilo 6. Oh.
Audio check. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
59 Charlie Alpha, Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey.
Hey Frank, I'm just doing some audio adjustments. Or listening to my audio through an SDR.
Yeah, I just condemned all that. If you need anything, try
No decimal.
This one actually sounds pretty decent. I just gotta cut out all the noise here.
All right. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Oh,
I'm gonna go back to eating and watching you.
It's weird. People are spotting him on 131 and 129.
Uh-oh. So how do I make this? I don't remember how to do this. Kilo 6.
Kilo 6.
Echo. Golf. I forgot how to block out all this other stuff.
You're doing it.
Doesn't sound like it.
You're making it into Colorado.
Copy of making it into Colorado.
Chase, I don't know if you see anyone, but it looks like he may have stopped.
Yeah, I don't see him.
I called him Friday night. It only took me 5 calls.
Audio check 1 2.
Audio check 1 2. 1 2 3 4 5. That sounds pretty decent. I'm pushing through. 1 check. It's not distorting too. Good.
This guy has a lot of noise there, or whatever the HDR is. But it is 40 meters. I want to be a sideband boy now. Does that make me a bad person? I heard some guys. Oh, dang! I missed the noise.
What's wrong with wanting to do sideband?
No, sorry, wideband. Wideband. They're not happy with people doing wideband because they think they're taking
People
up
are
too much
not
space.
happy with people doing anything.
People are not happy with people talking on ham radio.
Yeah. People are upset with people not talking on ham radio and playing woo FT8.
Hey, that worked that time. ESSB. That's where I was just at, Frank. I talked to Craig and was it Dave? Is Dave the other one? Craig's down in San Diego. I've talked to him on 30 Charlie before, and I've talked to him on the Papa system before. Good dude. See, the Papa system the other night, it was the other night before I was talking to Dana. I was talking to somebody, and I'm like, I'm going to clear because I don't want to take it up. And somebody got on and said, keep talking. Said nobody's been on for like an hour. So that's nice to hear. But some repeaters are like, you can't talk like before or after a net. It's like, we got to stop the net because nobody's going to talk for another 12 more hours. So it was a fun night last night. Hamstick Eric, you caught part of that. I'm not as privileged as you being on Josh's live stream like you have before. So it was nice being on last night. It was the very first time, unsolicited, but Frank solicited for me. Gonna get the 891 Yaesu coming in.
When does it arrive?
I have no idea. I just sent it. I just bought it yesterday, so my guess is they'll send it out tomorrow or Tuesday. So I'll probably get it by Friday.
Gonna do an unboxing?
I don't know. I got to get a battery and the whole 9 yards for it. Some Anderson power poles.
Yeah. Greg, you know, I'll be on another famous YouTuber's video soon too.
Chase?
KI5IRE ham radio.
Right on.
I gotta edit that at some point.
I saw the proof of another video that I did with someone, so there should be another one coming out soon too.
Shane, click the link up there from what I don't know if you were around last night, but I had a reversed, I don't know what would be reversed, but a contest, I guess, if a goal, if we got 50 likes on the channel, I would buy a new radio, which I don't know why I did that. But and the other thing is the radio had a very good price because they MTC out of Texas, which is not too far away. I think you said yesterday from you, north of you, Chase.
Oh yeah,
had a $15% sale when you added the market. Or
yeah, I wish mine was that cheap when I bought it.
Yeah, that's a good price. I
like
could probably flip that if I really wanted to, which I'm not.
It's almost $200 cheaper than I got mine.
Yeah, very incredible. Price. So I sent I think is it Dave? Is it Rick? Whatever the owner is, I sent him a message. Sent him the video too. Thought he would get a kick out of it. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. I found out from the Richard. That's it. I'm not sponsored by him, and I got a couple messages on Discord saying I'm sponsored by him and I'm getting free stuff for it. But no, that is not the case. I found out about that on the chat last night, but I figured sometimes I wasn't exactly ready for it. I still got to clear up some personal bills. I bought an AC that costed a lot of money because I had mine fail last year. Lifeline line screening. What is with these? It's so much spam on my phone. So my plan is to be on Thursday. Hold on. Get the 710. What, the Icom?
Yeah, but that's not a radio you can mount in a car either. I don't think his wife's gonna want to have to like finagle her way past the 710.
I'm not going to be mounting this in my car.
Oh, I thought you were mounting it.
Nope.
You can put the it's got a remote head.
Probably around 7. The 710 or the
891 has a
it does? Head. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. But when I do the POTA, at least to start out with, I'm going to be in the parking lot in the AC. So I don't get bit up like I was with Hamstick Eric there.
Yeah. Didn't I tell you to wear pants?
And I laughed at you and said, and I'm going to wear pants in Hawaii? I don't think I've ever
Maybe
worn pants
I didn't tell you to wear pants.
No, I think you said, bring some water and me want to bring some pants. And I think I drank all my water in one of yours because it was so hot out there.
Yeah. You drank that Gucci Canadian stuff.
I'm getting reports that the 891 is trash, and then I get another report saying it's really good.
It's pretty good radio.
Yeah.
You don't need a tuner. If you have a resonant antenna, you don't need a
Who's going to pay for this?
Greg, the menus on the 891 are about the most doo-doo you can imagine.
I've had Yaesu radios. I've had Yaesu radios in the past, and I agree with you. I had a what is it? VX5. And then I got a VX, is it 8 or 9 or whatever? I don't know. It was the next couple models up, and like they totally changed the menu system. And I was like, what? It's like what Uniden did with their file system and their scanners. I absolutely hate them. 60 lakhs, pay for it. No, you guys don't have to pay for it. 7 on Thursday-ish, yeah.
Where did the music come from?
You gonna go live at 8? Swap meet net? We might tune in. We'll see. Someone's got to you got to remind me. Snow cones. Okay, why is the 891 trash? I'm totally down for opinions here. And I already bought the radio.
He said no tuner, no audio card, and the menu sucks. The menu does suck.
The menu does suck. I'm getting an antenna that I don't need a tuner for. I'll give you
no
that.
audio card.
The audio
sucks.
card, you can watch my video on that. I literally put an audio card together for $25.
How did you do that? Oh, you have to put a link in the. You're a moderator. Put a link in there.
Okay.
Come on, what are you doing?
I'm slacking over here, man.
Yeah, Mr. 1,000 subs.
I mean, the 710 is a good radio. That's what my base radio is, but I wouldn't put one in a car.
You know what? No, I don't want to. No, I don't want a 710. And you know what? I went back and forth on that because number one, I think it's all band, right?
No, it's not all band.
Yeah, it is. It does VHF, UHF,
nope,
and HF.
Just just HF. 60,
oh, I'm thinking about the 7100.
No, you're thinking of the 991 Alpha.
No, I'm thinking about the Icom 710.
Oh,
the Icom 710 or 7100?
The 7100. 100. That video sucks because it's like one of my first videos, but about $20 or so, I think. Then you can do FT8.
FT710?
Yeah, FT710.
Zero chance I'm getting that radio.
It's not going to fit in a Tesla.
Yeah, there's no way. I don't want to be lugging that thing around.
You really, honestly, to even do like a decent POTA, you'd need almost a 100 amp hour battery. Just because the tuner would eat so much battery.
Entire budget on just your radio alone, or maybe you're just looking for a cheaper way to do it.
It's not worth the what.
Today I'm going to show you how to get on
nice
an
edit there, Mister.
in under $40.
Mr. News Edit.
Get into the video.
It's terrible, dude.
It's better than me.
This is like one of the worst videos I ever made.
Hey, click on the link on
There's two
there.
things that you're going to need to buy to make this work. And the first one's going to be this USB sound card by Sabrent. And I bought it on Amazon. It was about $9, and it's just basically a USB sound card that has a microphone.
How many watts is it?
Speaker jack on it.
The 7 or the 891. 100
watts. It
Yeah,
works
that's
so
what I bought.
far for me on both Mac and Windows. And the second thing.
So
that
this
you're
is to
gonna
do
buy is this
FT8 and stuff.
Data cable, data interface cable. I think
I
it's
can
called
send you the
something like
link.
DC11
Actually, I think I have an
or something like
affiliate
that.
link for the.
And it's about.
I'll have to wait till I get to
$25.
that point. But
Ran me after shipping. I think it was like $36 or $37.
what's up the Tesla music here?
Both of those in order to make this work.
It's such
so most
bad
people think that you need to have
it's lo-fi chill
interface
music.
or something like that. With the
lo-fi.
MFA
But it's
interfaces
too
and stuff
loud.
Like that. This has worked pretty much
Like I said-
flawlessly for me so far. I haven't really had any issues.
It is a little loud.
It was like
I'm
3
sure
years
there's
since I
some
edited a
limitations
video
that I just don't
with
know
music.
about. But for the most part, it's worked really, really well for me. And I've been
got
pretty
better.
happy with it. I've made a ton of FT8 contacts with it, so it works. And it's definitely a cheaper way to get the job done. So I'm going to show you guys how it all works.
Get to the
connect it
point.
Computer, all you need is to take your Sabrent USB dongle and take the data in cable.
Oh, I see what you're
and
doing
both
there.
of them are marked, as you can see. I'm not sure if you can read that, but that says data in. You put that in the green connection, and
I
the
think
data
I've seen
out
somebody
in
else do a
the
video
red
like this.
Connection.
I didn't realize
You
my
plug that
vape
into
was
your
visible too
computer,
in this video.
And then you need to plug the 6-pin side of the cable into the back of your FT891. I'm going to show you how to do that.
Bro,
now.
there's
I'm gonna plug this
less
cable into
wires
the
when you're doing brain
FT891.
surgery.
You're just going to plug it into this port right here.
I'll tell you one
That's the
thing.
RTTY data port. And I don't know if you can see the top of the cable, but the
Hold on a
top of the
second.
cable has an arrow. Just line that up with the center of
Mike would be proud of you having your Apple out there.
port, and boom, it's in there. And that's it. Cable's
all
plugged
Mac
into
Cam
both sides
Shack.
of the radios, and we're ready to go. All right, and then we're going to
How'd that work out for you yesterday?
All right, so now that we're on the computer and
Yeah, we don't talk about
wsjtx, this is
yesterday.
on a Mac.
Hold on, let me
but
listen to
Windows
this.
will be pretty much the same thing. You go to the configuration
stealing your
window,
programming
and
here.
It'll open up in general, and you go to audio, and you'll select the input and USB audio device. For the input and the output, click OK, and now you should be able to start seeing some decoding. All right, and as you can see, their station's decoding. I'm going to try to find somebody and make a
God, look at
QSO.
that noise on the waterfall.
Mine used to be like that.
That's Chile station.
Listen to that RFI getting in your
All right, I
microphone
transmitted
system.
it. We'll see if he comes back.
Yeah, that was my crappy hardwired
I think he's calling
lob
somebody
too.
else now.
Where I bought a wireless kit.
We'll try this Brazil station.
And
So where did
your
you find? Did you
filters-
find this from the Tesla Music Factory?
It's just an example.
This music?
I don't remember where I got the music from. I think it was Artlist.
Your filter on your 891 is way
Ready
too
to do
narrow.
this thing. One
Yeah,
more
that's
thing to
like
note,
what
you
I-
can't see my radio over here, but just make
Let's
sure
see.
you check
September.
your
This was like 2
ALC
weeks
when you
after I
plug
went
it
and
in,
started doing
and
HF.
Oh, there we go. So yeah, he heard me. But make sure you check your ALC and SWR, make sure they're going up to confirm that your radio is actually transmitting.
Be nice if we
audio
could see the
through-
radio
audio's
face.
passing through the connection. So
See,
obviously,
I
audio is
didn't
being
think
passed
about that
through 'cause
back
this
then.
guy was able to hear me, and I was able to complete the QSO. So yeah,
People don't realize how hard it
always
is to
make
do
sure
these
that
videos,
you
man. It's a
click
lot of
on
work.
the tune button when
I'm
you
just
plug
glad that
your-
my stuff looks a
when you
lot
plug your
better
cable
now.
in and make
Put a
sure
lot
that
more
your
work into
ALC
it.
This is all right,
actually
man.
showing up.
Greg,
And
do you know
then
how
also
I make
check
a lot
your
of videos these
SWR.
days?
If you're not seeing anything
One
on
take?
SWR
I
or
say,
your ALC on your radio,
yeah,
odds are you're probably passing
as a
the
short.
audio through the cable, so
Or I
make
say, hey
sure
Chase, you film this, you edit it. Please
check
don't make me
that
look
before you
stupid.
start transmitting. And that's pretty much it. It's a cheap way to get on
That's
digital
actually a
modes
pretty easy
using
way.
this cheaper sound card. And I mean, in the meantime, this is working just fine for me. I'm getting audio coming out of the radio, going into wsjtx and back into
I'm just jealous.
my radio from wsjtx.
I'm totally.
Again, the
We,
sound
I think
card's
we.
only like
Me and Chase
$9,
talked
but
about
the
this. I
interface
have
cable
sucked at this
is
kind of stuff.
about 25 or so.
I could probably
this is
teach you how to
actually
edit.
a Chinese.
I know how to
version of that.
edit.
I
I'm
will
just.
put-
I don't know. Whoops. I don't know how to. God, I hit too many keys there. I don't even know how to hit live stuff. A switcher. What was I gonna say? I just don't know. There's a lot of imagination and storylines you got to put together to make a good video and make somebody tune in for 5 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I haven't got that to happen yet.
And making a 20-minute video takes probably 5 hours at minimum by the time you edit it to do it right. To get enough video, cut enough stuff together, chop it all together, create a storyline, the whole 9 yards. I know when I did my
You can do it!
When I did my IFB video, I planned that thing out for like 2 weeks, had storylines built, and I couldn't I couldn't keep the last part of my video in because I was at work, which sucked. So the end of it did not bode too well, but
Yeah.
it happens.
It's hard to do those videos like when you work a full-time job too.
I feel you. And Frank,
Why I don't post a whole lot.
I guarantee you some of the guys that take a while in these videos, they get a lot of views for them because they make sure everything's just right.
My videos that I posted from the ones that have done really well from Dayton took roughly 5 hours to edit, or some of them more.
Yeah.
Takes a while to
and
make it look good.
Yeah, and to record them too. To get 20 minutes of video and chop it, you gotta what? Is it 3 times the amount of video you gotta record? Something like that. What's the old adage to that? It's 2.5 times the video?
Roughly, yeah.
Just for, chopping it and cleaning, making sure it's clean. So yeah,
especially when you're filming somebody else too, like somebody else talking, because you don't want to, especially if it's somebody that says a lot, you want to cut that out and not make them look like they're dumb. Cut a lot of ums and stuff out. I learned that in working in news. Cut the ums out and cover it.
I just need to come to my QTH, drop $15K on audio equipment. Hey, I didn't spend $15K on this audio equipment. Most of my stuff's from eBay, except this microphone isn't and the mixer isn't. But everything else, all the cables and stuff is from Amazon and eBay.
That microphone is from an incident where your inventory was one microphone short.
I wouldn't say that. Sorry for the doubling there. I just saw there was some doubling going on. For some reason, the Sonobus got turned on my audio mixer on the
I still got to get this mixer set up. Still haven't done that. I can't find the cables now.
Mixer is not 6,000. I think it's in the 3s. I can't remember. You can probably look it up. Maybe high 2s. I did get a deal on that. I knew somebody that owed me a favor. So I did pay the tax on the whole thing, but I did not pay full price, and I'm not allowed to say what. But I'm not sponsored by them. It was a favor.
Wish I still had an account for Pro Audio Gear.
I don't have an account. Somebody knew somebody that designed something for them and that pushed some gear for them, and I called in that favor, and they're like, okay. Yeah, and it's not a cheap mixer. No. I don't know if it was at one point like 3,800, but I think it's lower now because of the supply chain issues are fixed. But man, it sounds pretty incredible. The preamps, I wish
2,500 now.
It's 2,500.
Yeah. From Sweetwater, and then you get free candy from Sweetwater.
And you get them calling you every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Gloriosa's on 20
what?
meters. FT8.
FT8? I meant FT8 or FT4. Sorry.
Maybe one day once I cross 6,000 subs, I'll buy a SSL.
Did you ever hook up the mixer?
No, I haven't had a chance. I got to find those cables, the FJ cables. I was about to buy them a couple weeks ago, and they were out of stock.
My wife's fighting with my daughter right now. She's not in bed.
Ooh, I need them on 20 meters. I better hook up my radio soon.
School's out, man.
No, it's not. Not for her. She's year round. We keep her going. Oh, I got to turn my filter off. I can hear Hamstick already. Oh, I had my notch off the whole time. That probably would have helped me a little bit on 40.
I didn't know the Big 6 didn't have XLR in. Oh, no.
Yeah, they do.
It's got 1/4 inch on the back.
Let me go. I mean, you know what? Let me bring this up right now since we're talking about it.
Freaking awesome. Maybe I'll just buy me an M7CL. Little too big for the shack.
Yeah. So this is the you know, if they're gonna have this big old giant spiel on here. Yeah, SSLs, they're generally pretty much every modern studio has them for audio recording. Either that or they have an old Neve.
Find them in a lot of broadcast stuff now too.
Not so much broadcast anymore.
I saw one when I toured NBC's headquarters in like 2016. I saw an SSL.
That's surprising. I'm
not a big 6, but
yeah, I forget. Yeah,
it's their enormous one that's like 100 IO.
Those are very convoluted for routing, and this is convoluted for routing too, because it has, which I mentioned before, has analog logic and it has digital logic, and you can separate them or you can make them the same. You can merge them together.
Greg, I have a weird question for you.
Sure.
Have you looked at your QRM with your mixer on and mixer off?
Yes, same.
Okay. Because I was talking to the station manager for where I worked this weekend, and they want to run all tube amplifiers and tube like processing stuff because they were saying the solid state adds QRM.
Well, most of the stuff in a house is solid state now.
Yeah. They were saying
it's solid state logic.
Enough of it, it just
solid state logic is the name, and most of the modern mixers are solid state. Even like the Mackeys, they're not, because they're not tube ran. And I had a tube preamp, the Avalon, which is another expensive preamp. That thing's like $4,000 new, I think 5,000 maybe. I got that at a pawn shop for $150.
Holy crap!
Because I thought it was broken. It was just bad tubes that I changed out for $300. Which I'm going to sell on eBay, hopefully soon, because I need to now. Anyways, that didn't make a difference when I pulled that out of the rack.
Okay.
But yeah, I did the test. What is this? SP, where is this guy at? I have done the test with everything off in the house and Poland, and not much of a difference.
I was absolutely loving the quiet. Other than when it was really, really, really quiet to start because I forgot to reconfigure my radio. I was like, why are the bands dead? I was seeing like every band as like S1. I was like, why? What's going on? I still had my radio set for the receive loop instead of the transmit antenna also being the receive.
Oops.
I was I think if I would have the higher end flex, I wouldn't have had any signal because there's not as there's better filtering on the higher end flex. Because there was some bleed over from just the coax into the empty antenna port.
And Paul, real quick, have you ever had Gaikaku actually in Japan? I know they have one by Tokyo Station. It's the most recent one I've been to. Yeah, I got it. Dana's going to come over, I think, maybe next week. Not this week. Yeah, probably maybe next Monday. I have to talk to him. And we're going to do some testing and see where some of this noise is coming from on 40 meters. I think it's from a power. There's like a power thing in my front yard, on my side yard. I think it's from that transformer, I guess. Distributor, whatever they call. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Anyways, I think the noise is coming from there. Have you been there, Paul? To that particular Gaikaku? I think they taste way different in Japan. Well, everything tastes different, obviously. I think the beef there is amazing. Not just the Wagyu, just in general. They don't beat up their cows there.
I'm looking at Dustin's contacts or his 3830 score. I don't know if Dustin's still in the chat.
I hope it is, and then I'll have him come and I'll have him try to fix it. Got Wyoming on 40.
If you need any audio gear, Greg, did you hear Sam Ash is going out of business?
I did. Most of the stuff they have there is junk right now. I actually stopped by yesterday. And you know what? The last couple of years is after COVID, it was just junk in there. Most of the stuff, you have to order it online, or the sales guy would order online and then he'd get a bump. It's just like,
For a while, they had some good stuff because there was a bunch of people selling off their gear. But
When they tell you,
this guy
we'll order it for you, I'll just say, I'll order it for myself.
That's pretty much what I did. That's how I got these headphones.
I only go to the store when I don't want to order it. So if they're gonna just tell me that they have to order it, I'll just do that at home in my underwear. Like, I don't have to put shoes on.
I could picture Hamstick with his Red Bull ordering with his laptop on his lap.
No, I wear shorts at home.
Ordering another flex in his boxers.
So Tom, if you're still watching, I see you on FT8, and for some reason I'm not getting a RR73 from you.
There's an instant replay recorder.
I see it, but I didn't get it. Interesting.
Maybe I should buy one.
Costa Rica. There it goes. Yeah.
Actually, Chase, the recorder you need to get is the $30 Sony.
Yeah, I know. For satellites.
Yeah.
Now I have you in two bands.
$200 GoPro.
Oh, Greg, did you know that Chase is like chasing the birds like a crazy? We have like 6 or 7 QSOs on satellites already.
Ooh.
Time for Greg to get on satellites.
I need to get another 9700 for that. Actually, I know somebody has one for sale, but I'm not going to pay that much for it. I'd rather just
Chase
get a
is doing it
one.
with. Chase is doing it with a HT.
HT. You could do it with your 9700 and just put a rotator on your roof.
That's a zero chance I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, Paul, I don't remember where downtown was, and I don't know if you've been around for my my Tokyo story about driving. I'll tell it real quick again. I got a horse meat story too. First one, my buddy, we had an off day, or actually we had it off late afternoon to a night. And my buddy we're working with over there, Rhett, he's from Atlanta. He's like, hey, let's rent a car and drive around. I'm like, that sounds great. I figured he'd been there because they drive on the opposite side of the road, like Colin, the bad side. Just kidding, of course.
Driving in oncoming traffic.
So we go rent the car, and then he throws the keys in my lap when or my hands right when we go to get in the car. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know how to drive here. I'm like, well, I don't know how to drive. So I ended up we're driving, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get the hang of this after like a half hour and stress and trying to make left turns and stuff like that. Or sorry, right turns. And then we were driving for like about an hour and a half. And I go, you know what? I have no idea where we're at. And back then they didn't have the GPS. This was in 99. They didn't have the GPS on the phones. I didn't even bring my cell phone on that trip. So we're trying to figure out how to get back on the map. I'm like, I can't read any of this. All these symbols and stuff. I don't know what that means. So we finally pulled off the road, and we're just trying to figure out how to get back. And then Brett's a smart guy. He's like, just hire the taxi driver. We'll follow him. That worked out perfect. So we followed him back to the rental car place, and we dropped off the rental car. But we were almost probably 10 kilometers away, and 10 kilometers away in Japan and Tokyo, and the city is far. It's like in New York City. It was almost an hour drive. So
did you go to Tokyo?
Yeah, I've been there a couple times. I loved it. I love the people there. It's clean. One of the cleanest cities I've ever been in my life. Especially
I
big
to
city.
Tokyo Ham Fest.
But you can't get any of the gear there.
What do you mean?
It's all like for Japanese. You got to like order the American version when it comes out.
Yeah, I think it'd still be cool to just say I went to Tokyo Ham Fest. So.
It is true. I might go there next year for baseball. Very respectful. Don't smoke weed there. Another quick little story, the horse story, and I've told it before. We go to a restaurant, I order a hamburger, and we get it out, and it's got like a thing of apricot like gelled up on top of it, and I scoot that away, and I go to bite in it, and it's like the worst tasting meat that I've ever probably had in my life. And I call the waiter that was standing over our shoulder, and I'm sure Paul knows about that. And he walks over, broken English. He's like, yeah. I'm like, beef? And he's like shaking his head. I'm like going moo. He's shaking his head no. And he's like, in the Japanese accent, he says horse. And I just remember that echoing in my head. I'm like, oh my God. I just had some glue here. I don't know. It was bad. Yeah, so they eat some interesting stuff over there, and I think Paul could attest to that. Basically, eating live animals at your restaurant there.
Maybe one
They're
day when I
dead,
make
man.
it big.
They kill them and they cook them. You're not eating live animals.
No, you haven't been to the sushi bars there before, have you?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't touch.
Okay.
I don't do. You see me around seafood, you just be like, Eric, what are you doing? You're drunk.
Yeah, I'm allergic, so I don't touch it.
Yeah,
But yes, they do
me
eat
too.
live animals there. I've seen them eat squid and all that stuff live. No, I don't want to have anything to do with
gross.
that.
Maybe
Not as
one
bad
day
as
when I make it big.
I got stories about that too, but I'm not going to go there.
I
I've
don't know.
been-
I think the Philippines
China's
takes the cake
bad.
with balut.
Pigeon head soup. All right. Portugal and FT8. I don't see it. Oh, you're on 20.
Japan's
they-
definitely on the list of places, dude.
They don't eat kitties there.
That's China.
I went to Sacramento. Did you not spell that right, or am I not reading that right? When I went to Wendy's at regular burgers.
The new Icom is supposed to be released in Tokyo this year.
I think it's a 7851 replacement. So
I don't eat out as
think,
much anymore. I used to
I don't
eat
think
out.
any of us are going to buy one.
Greg, I used to eat out 6 or 7 times a week because of my schedule. Now it's like 3 or 4 times.
I think it's probably 2 radios, actually.
Well, if you look at the they canceled they discontinued the 7851, that like $15,000 contest radio.
By the way, if Chase Paul's going to be streaming live from Tokyo Fest there in the summer. Was it, you said August, right? God,
I
it'll
think
be
it's
hot
August.
there in August.
That's freaking cool, dude.
That's worse than New York City in August.
Yeah,
I want to.
That's on my places to go, man.
Paul, I want to go back there so bad. I want to take my wife and I want to take my daughter there. That was some of the funnest trips I've had in that city. The only thing is, man, it's such a long flight. It's like 12 and a half hours. I'd rather go there 10 times and go to Europe once.
Maybe once I make it big, like Prep Ham Paul, I'll be able to go to Tokyo Ham Fest.
Where am I at the 24th and 25th?
Or does he live there?
I think he goes there in business. He mentioned that in his stream earlier.
Oh.
Is that correct there? Correct there, Mr. Paul? I'm looking at my calendar here.
You got 1,000 more subs than me. You're making it big time.
Who?
Paul.
Oh, you work for American Airlines?
Oh,
They got 787 service going over there now, right?
I should just go work
No.
for American Airlines.
I don't think I'm going to be going to Japan in August. Seattle at Dodgers. Baltimore Dodgers. No, I don't want to be doing that. Go over there for like 2 days. I'm one of the Japanese speakers in the cabin. Oh, good for you. Konnichiwa.
I would love to learn Japanese too.
I have a bunch of friends that work for Kilimajugad is on. So that's like, what is that, by Finland? It's like on the coast.
What?
Kaliningrad. Did I say that right?
Somebody more cultured to correct us.
You think food prices are bad here? You should go to Japan.
You should go to Hawaii.
How am I saying that? Kaliningrad? Kaliningrad? That's a old Russian Soviet Union state, right?
It's a exclave, yeah. It's above Belarus.
Oh man,
Greg, don't eat fast food, man.
wish I had the Russian music queued up. I can't find it now.
Even like at restaurants, I used to go to like Wood Ranch like once a week, like or 3 times a month. Now it's like maybe once a month. I haven't been there in like 6 weeks.
You know,
it's like
for the
$90 to have barbecue chicken. I can do that.
The
for
last
like
couple of weeks, I couldn't figure out what's wrong with my life, and I realized I haven't had Taco Bell in over a month.
So you needed more fiber in your diet then.
No, I was just I went to Chipotle a couple times. Oh my goodness, is Chipotle expensive?
Yeah,
it's like $20 to get a dinner.
Y'all can thank Brandon for that and all the COVID lockdowns that screwed all that stuff up. And Fauci, he's going to be on trial tomorrow. Well, I don't know if it's trial, but he's in a hearing. I guess they just revealed that he faked the whole 6 feet distance thing. It sounded good. He said
made it up.
That's been known for a long time.
Well, they actually got the email of his words finally.
Yeah, where basically they said they wanted 10, but then they were like, no one will actually do 10, so let's just say 6 because people know what 6 feet is.
I didn't know what
people are
6 feet
so
was.
stupid.
I pretty much basically carried like a tape measure around that whole time.
As soon as the guy put on the second mask, I'm like, this is just ridiculous. This is, I mean, 2 masks.
You
I don't
still
know.
see that in California?
I see a lot of mask wearers in LA County.
They're still here too.
Not so much out by me. Sometimes in Anaheim, once in a while. It's normally people trying to hide their face, which I think is, I don't think, every time I see like somebody wearing a mask, I think they're going to rob a bank. There's a reason why they're hiding their face. I don't know. I don't know. I don't, maybe I shouldn't go there, but,
We're going to get struck now.
Yeah.
We're talking about baloney.
Nancy Peloni's. There's a WKI5. What is that? W5D? Why is it 3?
Are you still seeing Kaliningrad or whatever?
No, but I'm calling him.
I don't see him.
He was coming in good, and now he's not coming in at all.
I'm seeing Wales.
Yeah, Wells is always on though. Mainly in the morning though.
Easy.
Well, it's their morning now. What is it? 9 a.m. over there? No, wait. 7 a.m. Sun's out.
Guns out.
Nancy Feloni's. She's your girl up there, isn't she?
Nancy
Frank?
Felony.
Nancy Felicio?
You live in her you live in her district.
I'm so glad she's.
I thought she lived in your district. Are you where? I don't know where the district. I thought that it was her district.
He's in Sonoma, right?
I have not.
No, him.
No, yeah, but I thought that whole part. I know. Oh, you know what?
She's like San Francisco area.
In East Bay.
What's the place east of there? Is that Oakland?
Oakland's East Bay, yeah.
Yeah, Oakland's a dump.
Duh.
I thought I was gonna get shot
That's
when
why
I went there.
every single sports team has moved out of there.
When I drove through there, it was bad.
I took my wife up to San Francisco for my buddy DC's wedding. He's a huge fan of San Francisco, and back in the old days, it was a good city. But
it's a beautiful place.
It is, and it is not now, but even back when he got married.
I mean, the architecture's still pretty.
We got off so we took the BART over from Oakland Stadium or Oakland Airport. It was by the stadium, and my wife's kind of like looking at me and go, "Yeah, this is why I don't want to be here." She's like, "Oh," and this was like over 10 years ago.
And now there's freaking shit on the street and everything. You gotta.
It wasn't that bad when we were
just
there.
to walk in San Francisco. Now you gotta have an app on your phone to make sure you don't step in.
You know what though?
crap.
Every big city's kind of like that with people walking their dogs and stuff. But this is a little bit. I heard it's a little bit worse up there. You're telling the SoCal was what?
The BART is a freaking disaster. I've had to ride the BART a few times when I went up there.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Frank.
I used to have
Frank,
to go to
I
Santa
don't know all
Rosa
the I don't know all the terminology. You want me to say Frisco too? You want to be one of those people? I know it's the Bay Area.
Have you ever been to Bodega, Greg? Bodega Bay?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's up west of Santa Rosa. It's pretty nice.
I don't go anywhere. I don't really go anywhere in California anymore, to be honest with you. I've been to San Diego like once since 2004. I don't actually make that twice. I just don't want to. I don't want to spend any money in the state. And I'm going way off topic here, but we're talking about expensive food, and I'll probably end up in Nevada, which is the California like east, but
Hey, Texas is wide open.
it's not going to happen. That dream has gone away.
Chase, didn't you tell me you want to leave Texas?
Yeah, I do.
But he's from
Just saying.
Oklahoma, right?
No, I'm not from Oklahoma.
All the Texas people are going to be like, Chase, you need to go. You don't love Texas like we love Texas.
Oh, I think I saw you on a stream somewhere. I talked to another MUD today, by the way, too. Was that you on a stream?
His name came up yesterday.
I saw him on something. I was watching. I'm like, hey, I know that guy.
VA5 MUD?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it wasn't him. It was
It wasn't
Ham
him?
Jazz. It was Ham Jazz we talked about yesterday.
No. I saw him on a stream. Was that you?
Wasn't it portable antennas with Josh?
I don't remember. I don't remember watching most of it because I was busy. You know, I do work. I'm going to eventually make a vlog, and I'll show you what I like my normal day and how much time I spend doing stuff. And it's not a lot of sleeping.
Greg, I have PSK reporter. I know how much work you're doing.
It doesn't mean because I'm at work doesn't mean I'm not doing work. You got to remember, some of my job is being a firefighter. You don't want your firefighters working all the time, right? Do you? You don't want your bomb experts working all the time, do you?
Do you want your IT guys working all the time?
Nope. But unless they're improving.
Mud was on Coffee and Ham radios.
What is going on out there? Sasha.
From Saskatoon?
Is that where he is in Saskatoon?
I don't know. I just wanted to say Saskatoon.
Saskatoon actually sounds pretty cool.
I think I'm bad on my Canadian provinces. Is Saskatchewan? Is that Winnipeg?
He's in Saskatchewan.
So what I want to know,
I've been to Winnipeg.
From Colin and VK.
Winterpeg.
It's where were all the VKs this weekend? Almost none of them were in the FT8 contest. That I saw like 3 of them total all weekend.
Well, did you turn your antenna upside down so you could hear them?
I played with the cool antennas where you can like point them and like do the little rotating thing, and you say "wee" as it spins.
I had mine turned upside down so I could try to get them, but I never heard them either.
Yeah.
Is the sound effects too much?
Greg, I'm not allowed to make sound effects, so
You are, just not that many of them at once.
Oh, I can? Okay.
You've got to be one of the saddest hams I've ever met.
He was at UFC yesterday.
Yeah.
Last night.
I heard he announced that he's got a TikTok now.
I don't know. I don't have TikTok. I've watched TikTok twice in my life.
I don't have it either, but I heard that he does.
I refuse to get TikTok. Everybody's
I do too. I got enough. I had spent enough time on YouTube.
Everybody tells me I should get one for my YouTube channel, and I tell them no.
Hey, I lost a sub. Perfect. So
They're
all right,
talking about
I gotta
baloney.
I gotta get going. I gotta try to get up early and work out and get to work. And yes, I'll be playing FT8 as I'm sitting on my exercise bike, my Precor 835 exercise bike, which I absolutely love.
Pre-court? Is it pretty hardcore?
No, it's Precor.
Okay. Is it like
It
you
makes
work
me
out your frontal?
No, it makes me hardcore.
Okay. And like you work your front core, your back core.
I work my leg core. And my
I heard
center
the
core.
Marine Corps uses them.
Precors?
No, it's a thing from The Office. Come on.
I don't watch TV. I
The
just
Core
make
Blaster?
it. I just make it.
You need to watch.
I hate
Greg, every
watching
time I
TV.
see you on TV, you're wearing that pizza hat, and I laugh every time.
Oh yeah? Let me see here. Watch this. I'll send you a text here. I don't know if my texts will go through though, because I'm having issues with my phone.
Next time you're sitting in the sauna, watch Shorzy. Do us all a favor.
I don't really watch
Greg,
anything in there. That's my quiet time.
I should send you one of my hat patches so you can wear that.
An Eric
You
hat
can rep-
patch? A ham.
You can rep the Aloha Radio patch.
I didn't even get a patch, and I made a video for you.
Okay, so right now I need to make more, and then I'll send you one. The only patch I had was on my hot and sweaty ball cap. Did you want that one?
I thought you were gonna say something else.
I need to make some patches.
Sorry. So
We need-
bad.
We need some K6EGG patches.
No, I'm not gonna make anything. Because then it'll I don't know.
Okay, I'll make
awards
one for you.
patches. Take awards patch.
This is
The
from
only
the
thing
camera view.
The only thing that's better than Pizza Hat is if you had the hat.
Pizza Hat.
No, if you had the hat from
Oh, the Pizza Hat.
the hat from Sandlot.
I haven't
The
seen
one with the
Sandlot.
fish on it?
You haven't seen the
Yeah, that-
Sandlot?
Nope.
Oh my
Greg,
gosh.
Greg, we can't be friends until you watch the Sandlot.
The only
That red
baseball
face.
movie I like is I'm spacing here with the Cleveland Indians.
You're killing
Major
me,
League.
Smalls.
Major League One.
Oh, Major League.
I mean, you can't
You're-
go wrong with Major League. Here's
You're killing me,
here's
Smalls. You put the
Africa.
mallow on the flame.
Africa on 20 meter right now, boys and girls. Whatever you
DU2Y?
identify as. What?
It's probably DU2Y, $5.
Nope. It's
Malawi.
7Q7 sorry,
Malawi.
7Q7CT. Yes.
$5.
But I already said it.
Have you seen The Natural, Greg?
Maybe when I was a kid. I'm being totally honest with you. I don't watch much media. I
You know, a better baseball movie than Major League is Basketball. Yeah, and the Sandlot.
you got a lot of
Sandlot's-
original stuff on Major League. You can't
Greg.
go wrong with Major League.
Actually,
The
best
term
baseball-
"You're killing me, Smalls" came from the Sandlot.
Actually, the best baseball movie is Bench Warmers.
There's no
Hey,
crying.
by the
in
way, real quick.
baseball.
Okay, I'm noticing there's 26 people watching, only 22 likes tonight.
If we get that number to 50, Greg buys an ATOS.
No, and you know what? That's not going to happen tonight.
You're gonna buy the ATOS eventually. Just buy it now and be done with it.
No,
buy
I
once,
got to
cry
make you
once.
guys work for it.
How about 50 likes a night and Greg buys a Hermes light too?
No, I'm not going to buy one of those.
And an Optibeam.
Well, you
Like I
didn't-
said, I still think you should buy the coffee and ham radios and Fed.
I might be on next Saturday though, so we'll have to maybe fit something in again. I don't know.
On their stream?
No, I had nothing to do with that. That was all Frank. I did not know I was on until I was on. I did not solicit that at all. I think Scott
so-
put something in the chat, and then it grew.
You're gonna
from
be
there.
on whose stream on Saturday?
I know I'm not going to be in anybody's stream on Saturday. I'm just saying I might be on my own. I might be off next Saturday. I don't know yet. I'm I did watch the video. I'm like, oh my God. And I
Oh,
poor
Prepham
Seth Sam.
Hall. The Great Bambino. I thought you were talking about the Great Bambi.
Those guys. All right, 27 liking, only 24 likes. Come on, a couple more.
I do know that I won't be covering any more hockey this year.
Are they done now?
Freaking Stars got eliminated tonight.
Oh, they could have had a double winter finals in
Yeah, they got eliminated.
the
by
American Airlines Center or Arena.
American Airlines Center.
What was the other? Miami's the other one, and it was almost Pornhub Place or something like that.
Oh,
no,
man,
it was Bang
that'd be
Bros.
great.
It was Bang Bros. It was almost.
That's pretty funny.
It was seriously. I'm not kidding.
Texas banned Pornhub a few months ago.
What?
It's like
You
illegal.
can't.
They banned it in Texas.
Can't do that.
Oh,
it's illegal. It's free speech.
I had to do a story on it.
I heard that this was the other day that donate to Trump actually had more Google search results a couple days ago than the word boobs.
Really?
Donald Trump is apparently more popular than boobs right now.
Maybe I should see if I can get a Donald Trump affiliate code.
Yeah. All right.
We're at 24 watching.
Yeah.
24
I
likes now.
think it's time for me to wrap it up.
It's time for you to play some radio.
No. I am going to play radio before I go to bed. And I didn't
catch up
realize
to my QSO count.
I stayed on an entire hour longer than I was supposed to. But I appreciate you guys watching. And I
didn't even
see how many
FT8
more subs I
contest.
lost here too. I need to get going. I lost another sub. What the heck is going on here? Hopefully somebody has a alt account that I can get that back on. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. It's getting late.
Greg, that was me. I unsubscribed.
Sure. So you basically what you're saying is you're
not linked.
All right. I need to get out of here. You guys take care. I'll see you guys Thursday. I don't know what time yet. The subs are now jealous of your audio, not mine. Not as good as whatever it's Craig's. Or yeah, Craig down in San Diego. Those guys sounded good. I'll see you guys later. Hello, everybody. Thanks again for watching the Greg K6EGG live stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.